Bitcoin is still in a bullish trend, trading sideways between the 60 and 70K price range since back in March of 2024, and has yet to establish dominance over 70,000. As we discussed in previous videos, if history rhymes or repeats itself, we are likely in for a sideways summer as Bitcoin continues to bounce between the 60 and 70K range until potentially breaking out past 70K and launching to around 90K later in the year, around September or October. As always, anything can happen in the crypto markets, especially unforeseeable events that either send prices surging upwards or crashing suddenly 60, 70, 80% overnight. So let me know what you think we have in store price action wise this summer in the comments below. Taking a look at the top tokens by market cap on the Morales Money bubble chart. Over the past week, altcoins have seen better days, with cryptos like PulseX, Near, IMX, etc. down between 8 and 15%. And one of the events that likely caused altcoins to dump this week is Trump's guilty verdict, which created a lot of uncertainty in the markets. Another event specifically affecting the cryptocurrency industry in the United States was Biden vetoing a bill that would have repealed the SEC's, or Securities and Exchange Commission's, SAB 121 policy. What is that? And what do we need to know and be aware of as crypto investors during these crazy times in the midst of an important US election year? Hello, I'm Crypto Casey and welcome to another episode of Crypto This Week. Let's take a look at the latest global news stories affecting the crypto markets and macro environment at large. Please be sure to check out our sponsors, Morales Money, I Trust Capital, and Tangent Wallet. Know when to buy, sell, and hold crypto with the Moneyline tool we've been using now for several months to monitor bullish and bearish trends in the market, as well as find altcoin gems before they pump with Morales Money. Buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies as well as silver and gold, tax-free with your own IRA or individual retirement account, or roll over your current 401k with I Trust Capital and invest in your very own cold storage hardware wallet like Tangent Wallet to completely own and control all of your digital assets. It's the size of a credit card, multi-currency, multi-chain, and it's by far the easiest crypto wallet to set up and use on the market right now, and it's extremely affordable. So scroll down and use links below to access the correct and official sites, as well as redeem any special offers they have for us. SAB, or SAB, is an acronym that stands for Staff Accounting Bulletin. And these are basically summaries written by the SEC staff about views they have about a wide range of financial and accounting topics. So SAB 121 specifically is an accounting policy that prevents financial institutions, like banks, from holding crypto or being crypto custodians. A couple weeks ago, the US Senate voted to get rid of this policy, which is a pretty rare event, demonstrating how ridiculous and egregious the policy is, especially considering the amount of bipartisan agreement there was about repealing the policy. However, there wasn't enough unanimous support to push the bill through without hitting Biden's desk for a final decision. The Biden administration has been pretty clear with their anti-crypto stance. However, last week we saw headlines like this: Biden campaign ramps up crypto industry outreach and surprising tone shift. President Joe Biden's re-election campaign has begun reaching out to crypto industry players over the past 2 weeks for guidance on crypto community and policy. Sources told the block they noticed a significant shift in tone from the Biden administration and campaign toward crypto, with a new willingness to understand digital assets and their communities. Interesting, right? Well, despite Biden's recent flip to a seemingly positive crypto stance in his re-election campaign, he turned around and vetoed the repeal of the SAB 121, an extremely pro-crypto bill that would have been a game changer for the United States. And the US really needs to start taking the changing global technological and financial landscape more seriously if it stands any chance at remaining a global leader in tech and finance. Check it out. Global crypto ownership reaches 562 million. 6.8% of the world population now owns and uses digital currencies. Asia is leading this surge, with crypto ownership rising from 268.2 million to 326.8 million, a 21.8% increase. This growth highlights Asia's significant role in shaping the digital currency landscape. The report states, North America follows closely, with ownership climbing from 52.1 million to 72.2 million, a 38.6% increase. Wild. So not only is crypto now a major election issue in the United States, crypto is quickly becoming a major global phenomenon that will eventually start growing in an exponential, parabolic way. And as we all know, crypto is freedom. It is the pinnacle representation of freedom because it shifts power from governments to the people. At any time and for no reason, governments can freeze our bank accounts, seize our bank accounts, drain our bank accounts, devalue our money via money printing and inflation, impose taxes on our income and assets, dictate how we are allowed to use our money, our property, prevent us from using our money, our property. They can take our physical property, our land, our brokerage accounts, our gold. The US stole all of its citizens' gold back in 1934 and banned them from owning it. Literally everything we have is at the mercy of our respective government. And as crypto continues to grow and become more pervasive in our lives, the countries and governments that embrace crypto, protect crypto, and are pro-crypto, pro-freedom, will attract talent, innovation, businesses, commerce. They will be or become economic powerhouses, wealthy and prosperous nations. So what can the US do to survive, thrive, and dominate this new world, this new paradigm we are shifting into? Well, there are definitely 5 that would help immensely. Will they ever happen? Probably not, because it goes against the global elite's plan to enslave us all and keep us poor. So here we go. 1. Dismantle the Federal Reserve. Congress has power over the currency of the United States, including the power to coin money, create interest-free currency, and regulate its value. And it also has the power to charter banks to circulate money. So why isn't the US issuing its own interest-free currency that isn't based on debt? Because the corrupt ring of private global central banks. The fact that we are issuing treasury bonds, debt, that the Federal Reserve, a private central bank, buys with money it creates out of nothing, literally out of thin air, and charges us interest on it, an interest rate they decide, a power Congress also has, is a blatant scam. In the Fed, we don't need a private central bank enslaving the country and its citizens. Cool. 2. We need to convert the US fiat currency back to an equity-based currency, similar to when it was backed by gold. Backing the US dollar with tangible assets like gold or a basket of commodities would make the currency less susceptible to inflation, fluctuations in the global financial markets, all while preserving the purchasing power of the dollar over time and providing a more stable store of value for savers and investors. An equity-based currency could increase the public's trust in the financial system by providing a more transparent and tangible link between its value and underlying assets, offering some reassurance that money isn't subject to arbitrary manipulation by central banks or governments. Nice. 3. We need to dismantle corporate personhood. Corporate personhood is related to the 14th Amendment in its core principle that no person can be deprived of rights without due process of law. And the 14th Amendment was originally created to protect freed slaves after the Civil War. However, it has ended up almost entirely applying to and benefiting big corporations, to the detriment of consumers and the future of the United States at large. Check it out. In the 1970s, corporations managed to have money legally determined as a form of free speech. And since under corporate personhood, corporations have the right to free speech, they are allowed to use money to protect their interests and influence public opinion, which has been used to challenge restrictions on advertising and lobbying. So corporations have the right to unlimited political spending, which means they can spend unlimited amounts of money to influence political outcomes. Personhood also allows corporations to assert rights to privacy, the right to sue, and the right to due process. Basically, corporate personhood created a society where corporations buy politicians to buy favorable legal and regulatory frameworks for themselves and buy consumers' attention to create a favorable society through media and advertising for generating profit. During the golden age of advertising in the 1960s, the US saw a rise in mass media and consumer culture, with corporations using advertising to promote materialism and consumerism, where people are encouraged to prioritize buying and consuming goods over their own health and well-being. So ever since corporations were granted human rights and beyond, and used their rights and power to fabricate a materialistic society based on consumption, the United States has been on the decline. By dismantling corporate personhood, Congress has the opportunity to restore greater accountability and fairness to consumers. Removing the legal fiction of corporate personhood would help reduce the outsized influence corporations have on our political process, particularly regarding campaign financing and lobbying efforts. Yeah, something Congress would definitely never be down with. Great. Before exploring the last 2 things the US should do to survive and thrive, if you haven't yet, completely own and control all of your digital assets with your own cold storage hardware wallet. Tangent Wallet only takes like a minute or so to set up. It's as slim as a credit card, the easiest wallet to use on the market, and it allows us to not only safely store and completely own and control our crypto, we can also buy, earn, transfer, and swap thousands of coins and tokens. It comes with a total of 3 Tantrum cards that function just like having 3 identical keys to your house or car, which serve as backups. They've had 0 wallet hacks out of over 1 million in the market since inception back in 2017, with both biometric security and access code protection on the Tantrum app. I literally have several on hand that I love to give to friends, family, and even random acquaintances to take a minute or so to set them up, send them some crypto so they can watch the price, get curious, and start spreading awareness about this new, exciting technology. So if you use the link below, you can get a Tantrum wallet at a discount, so scroll down and check it out. Nice. Alright, 4. We need to go full-blown pro-crypto, embracing all aspects of it in order to encourage and foster innovation and encourage people and businesses and money to flow into our country instead of fleeing. We need to be completely open and accepting of all stable coins denominated in the US dollar because it would pretty much guarantee our status as the world's reserve currency. If people, countries, and businesses around the world are free to transact in the dollar in the form of stablecoins on different blockchain networks, including decentralized ones that the US government cannot freeze or sanction, where anybody can use it without restriction, the threat of BRICS or alternative currencies taking over the world would pretty much be eliminated. Sweet. And 5. This one might sound crazy, but it would be huge. We need to end taxation. Taxation is theft. It is a scam. Everybody believes that it helps maintain roads, pays for social security, defense, etc. Look, we are printing money out of thin air. Most of that money is now just going towards the interest on our debt, now even more so than military spending. Taxation is a form of control. It's designed to keep us poor. And even if all of these corporations or rich folks that evade taxes one way or another paid in, it would only be enough to fund the government for like 3 to 6 months at the rate we are spending. So taxation is a scam. And if we did away with all taxes, we wouldn't even be able to fathom the amount of money, commerce, talent, people, businesses, industry, etc. that would flood into our economy and make it unstoppable. So that's just some things I think would make the United States an absolute powerhouse over the next few decades. Let me know what you think would help the US turn things around for the better in the comments below. Awesome. If you would like to increase your chances of making gains by buying and selling altcoins at the right time using the money line, check out this video. To learn more about how we can prepare for altcoin season and learn how to use DeFi or decentralized finance apps in Web3, check out this video. And to get your very own Tantrum wallet, click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.